on. It does not like the webcam. So we will do without. Okay, as y'all know, I'm AJ from I Bet That's a Podcast, and today I'm doing a broadcast on the YouTube I Bet That's a Broadcast page. So the reason for this, we were supposed to record an episode today about artificial intelligence, and well, it didn't happen. Our schedules got wonky, so we had to push the recording date back to tomorrow or, possibly the next day. So anyway, I decided to do an exercise related to the topic, and as you can see on the screen here, AI teammates. So the topic of our next podcast, episode 35, is artificial intelligence, and one of the big things in artificial intelligence right now is the fact that, for instance, OpenAI, which is an open source artificial intelligence, I believe that's the one that was used, and using deep learning and things like that, it can now beat some of the top players in the world. And so it's pretty impressive. Anyway, what I'm doing is I'm going to play a game that's kind of like Dota 2, which is what the AI has beaten. This is called Heroes of the Storm, if you can see on the screen. And this is a Blizzard's version of a Dota-style game. So, this is versus AI, so I'll do co-op, and I guess we'll, I have to choose a new hero. Let's see. Dwarf toss, nice. Okay, this guy looks pretty good. Looks pretty decent. So we will go ahead and
ready for action.
We'll see how it goes. And of course, whoa, that is loud. I wonder if that is going to be as loud as it is for me, for you. Let me adjust my audio settings here in just a moment. But as always, I'm drinking a beer, and today, or right now I should say specifically, I'm drinking the Green Flash Brewing Company's Passion Fruit Kicker, which is a passion fruit like ale, and it's pretty delicious. I've had it on the podcast a few times, and it's one of our go-tos. It's a San Diego company, so it's always good.
Commence combat preparations.
Are you ready in body and mind? Let's do this!
Okay, you know what? Let me try and go.
The battle begins in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3,
There we go.
2, 1. Let the battle begin.
Oh yeah, and this audio, man. Master, wow, it's down to 47. Okay.
Move it! Just try and stop me!
So, these villains, these enemies, are AI. Specifically these bigger dudes.
With the talent.
Move it!
Okay, so that's what that is. Ooh, it's hammer time. Oh shoot.
Choose a talent.
I need to get out of there first. Okay, new talent.
A hero has left the battle. The prodigal hero returns.
Out of my way! It's hammer time!
I love this dude's voice.
Choose a talent. Very good.
Next time, Daddy, watch your back!
Okay, I think that's a kill.
Take this, you bastard!
We've redesigned our tree glove protectors for combat in the Nexus. Prepare to begin field testing.
Right on.
Choose a talent. Tree glove terminal online. Take control of it to pilot the mech.
Okay.
For the bronze spears! Let's crack some skulls! Let's get it on.
Choose a talent.
Take this, you bastard!
I'm impressed. Double kill. Tree glove protector operation. Assign a pilot and a gunner so you can test its weapon. Choose a talent.
Watch this! Move it! Take this, you bastard!
Strange. I did not expect the protector to be destroyed like that.
Okay. I have no idea if this is helping my character or not, what I'm doing, but
For the bronze spear!
Excellently done.
okay, we got this, we got this.
It's hammer time! For the bronze spear! That's more like it!
Choose a talent.
For the bronze spear!
Keep destroyed.
I've got the ugly one. Right on. For the Bronzebeards! That's more like it.
You've eliminated the hook.
I've got the ugly one. I'm coming through.
Choose a talent. A new terminal will be ready shortly. A decisive
The
victory.
ugly one. It's hammer time!
Access terminal online. Secure it to activate the protector.
Take this, you bastard!
Choose a talent. Eliminated.
Say hello to your ancestors for me.
A hero has left the battle.
I'm coming through. It's hammer time! Up. Point me at him.
The prodigal hero returns. Protector online. Give me a full demonstration.
For the Bronzebeard! Let's crack some skulls. Could use some mana. Out of my way! Take this, you bastard!
Victory.
So I was probably the worst on my team,
MVP.
but, you know, at least I didn't die or anything. Hey, I did something good. Hell yeah. Vote for myself. Okay, what do I do next? Exit, I guess? Clearly I don't know what I'm doing. But anyway, everything I did, if you saw and how it relates to AI, is everything I did was predictable to an extent if you have enough data. So I'm sure over time, you know, if let's say we had an AI actually running in the background, I bet what would happen is that I would become even worse than I already am, due to the predictable nature of what I'm doing. I mean, that entire time, right? I think I left that bottom lane 2 times to go to the middle lane and help out, or chase someone away and try and kill them. But overall, like, you would imagine that something like deep learning, given enough data about what people do and when they do it and things like that, the bots in this case would be the ones with the AI. They would learn my moves or predict them with a certain level of accuracy over time, and that ultimately hurts me, right? And so it's interesting. But that's a little bit different than, like, one of the movies that we're going to talk about on the podcast for sure, because it's one of my favorites, is Ex Machina. And in Ex Machina, it's not really a deep learning thing, right? It's more of a general artificial intelligence, or a general intelligence that is artificially gained. And so it's very human-like, where it's, conversationally, you understand where it's going and why it's going there and things like that. But that's where the Turing test comes in, is like, if it can fool you, then you've truly created an artificial intelligence. But I think some would argue that that type of intelligence needs a general intelligence, because it's got to be this something called the G factor, which we'll be talking about. And the G factor is like what makes us different than, say, a car manufacturing machine, where it's moving the different parts one place to another. And it's because we can, let's say humans can assemble cars, maybe not as efficiently as that robotic, machine that we created to do it, but we can assemble cars, right? So people did it originally, but we can also assemble other things relatively the same way. And so it's more of a general knowledge, or a general way to apply knowledge, I guess, in this case. So it's interesting. But anyway, yep, that's why we're playing this game. I'm going to switch over to another game now, on the PlayStation, and we'll talk about AI in that context as well. So, yeah, I'll be back in just a bit. Thanks for joining in.